Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon country's defence forces to stay ready to deal with new and emerging threats, says steps being taken to equip it with necessary weapons and technologies. Prime Minister flags off Vande Bharat Express train between Bhopal and Delhi. Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurates and lays foundation stone of several development projects worth over 2,400 crore rupees at Aizawl in Mizoram, appeals to insurgents in Northeast to join the mainstream. Procurement of goods and services from government e-marketplace crosses 2 lakh crore rupee mark in 2022-23. Budget 2023 comes into force with commencement of new financial year from today. In badminton, PV Sindhu storms into final of Madrid Spain Masters tournament, and in IPL cricket, Punjab Kings beat Kolkata Knight Riders by 7 runs through DLS method in Mohali. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today called upon the Army, Navy and Air Force to stay ready to deal with the new and emerging threats. He also emphasized that all steps are being taken to equip the armed forces with necessary weapons and technologies. The Prime Minister's remarks came after he reviewed the security situation and operational readiness of the armed forces during the valedictory session of Combined Commanders Conference 2023 at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. The Prime Minister was also briefed by Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Singh Chauhan about the various discussions conducted during this year's conference. During the conference, Mr. Modi, who reached the state capital this morning on a day-long visit, complimented the armed forces for their role in nation building and providing humanitarian assistance and disaster relief assistance to friendly countries. On the final day of the session, various topics including aspects of digitization, cyber security, challenges of social media, Atmanirbharta, absorption of Agniveers were also discussed. The theme of 3-day conference of combined apex-level military leadership of the country, which commenced on Thursday, was Ready, Resurgent, Relevant. Later in the day, Prime Minister Modi flagged off the Vande Bharat Express train between Bhopal and Delhi. This is the 11th Vande Bharat train in the country. Our correspondent reports that the indigenously designed train is equipped with state-of-the-art passenger amenities. The Vande Bharat train will be open for the general passengers from tomorrow. The train will cover a distance of 701 kilometers in 7 hours 30 minutes and will run on all days except Saturday. Addressing the gathering at Rani Kamlapati Railway Station in Madhya Pradesh, the Prime Minister said Vande Bharat Express train is a shining example of New India's potential, scale and speed. Mr. Modi said Vande Bharat train has showcased the skill, potential and confidence of the nation. He described the new train as a medium to boost tourism and employment opportunities.
भोपाल आने वाली ये ट्रेन तो पर्यटन को सबसे ज्यादा मदद करने वाली है। इससे सांची स्तूप, भीमबेटका, भोजपुर और उदयगिरी गुफा जैसे पर्यटन स्थलों में आवाजाही और बढ़ने वाली है। और आपको पता है कि पर्यटन बढ़ता है तो रोजगार के अनेक अवसर बढ़ने लग जाते हैं, लोगों की आय भी बढ़ती है। यानी ये वंदे भारत लोगों की आय बढ़ाने का भी माध्यम बनेगी।
The Prime Minister said during the last 9 years, the government's continuous efforts has been on making Indian Railways safer and the most efficient railway network in the world.
आज देश में अनेकों रेलवे स्टेशनों का आधुनिकीकरण किया जा रहा है। आज देश के 6,000 स्टेशनों पर वाईफाई की सुविधा दी जा रही है। देश के 900 से ज्यादा प्रमुख रेलवे स्टेशनों पर सीसीटीवी लगाने का काम पूरा हो चुका है।
Mr. Modi said previous governments were busy with public appeasement, but his government is dedicated to satisfying people's needs and aspirations. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated and laid foundation stone of several development projects worth over 2,400 crore rupees at Aizawl in Mizoram today. Mr. Shah also unveiled the building of Assam Rifles' new battalion headquarters at Zokhawsang, 15 kilometers away from Aizawl city. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Shah said unveiling of several projects testifies that both the centre and state government are committed to the development of the state. He appealed to the insurgent organizations indulging in violence in the northeast to join the mainstream, become a part of the democratic process and give their contribution in the development of the region and the country.
एक जमाने में नॉर्थ ईस्ट में उग्रवादी समूहों द्वारा हिंसा थी और डेवलपमेंट का नामो निशान नहीं, और पिछले 9 साल में भारत सरकार के प्रयास से और नॉर्थ ईस्ट की जनता के सहयोग से पूर्वोत्तर में हम शांति ला पाए हैं, कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ाई है और भारत के बाकी हिस्सों जितना ही विकास नॉर्थ ईस्ट में करने में हमें सफलता मिली.
Later, the senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister reached Patna this evening on a 2-day visit to Bihar. Mr. Shah is likely to hold a meeting with senior party leaders to chalk out a strategy in view of the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections. Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said the procurement of goods and services from Government Portal Government E-Marketplace GEM in the financial year 2022-23 has crossed the 2 lakh crore rupee mark. He termed it as a remarkable achievement. The minister was briefing media in Mumbai today.
2 lakh crore procurement by the government within 12 months through the government e-marketplace truly reflect the thinking of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who is very demanding that governments have to be run with the highest level of integrity and transparency, participation by all across the country from the remotest corners of India in the government procurement cycle, and an ability for our women entrepreneurs, for our startup, for our MSME sector to be able to participate in a fair and equitable manner in government procurement.
Goods and Services Tax GST revenue collection in the country for the month of March 2023 stood at 1.6 lakh crore rupees, which is 13% higher than the GST revenues in the same month of last year. As per the statement of the Finance Ministry today, it is for the 4th time in the current financial year that the gross GST collection has crossed 1.5 lakh crore rupees since the implementation of GST. With the commencement of new financial year, which begins on the 1st of April every year, Budget 2023-24 came into force from today. Various government schemes and amendments proposed in the budget have also been implemented today. Gold jewellery and gold artefacts can be purchased only with a hallmarked 6-digit code now. Women can also invest in the Mahila Samman Savings Certificate scheme. This 2-year 10-year scheme offers an attractive and fixed interest of 7.5% interest compounded quarterly with flexible investment and partial withdrawal options with a maximum ceiling of 2 lakh rupees. The National Savings Monthly Income Account Amendment Scheme 2023 has also been implemented. Under the scheme, people can invest a maximum of 9 lakh rupees in a single account and 15 lakh rupees in a joint account. Likewise, Senior Citizen Savings Scheme 2019 has been amended through Senior Citizen Savings Amendment Scheme 2023, and the maximum investment limit has been raised from 15 lakh rupees to 30 lakh rupees with effect from today. Interest rates on all small savings schemes except savings deposit and PPF have also been upwardly revised and will be applicable from today. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. All India Radio is presenting vignettes of select quotes of the Prime Minister from Mann Ki Baat as the program completes its 100th episode in April this year. In today's episode, let's listen to excerpts of the program in which the Prime Minister urged people to understand Indian values, culture, tradition by giving a boost to domestic tourism.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen. With the program Mann Ki Baat, aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023.
In this 36th episode, let's listen to those excerpts of Mann Ki Baat in which the Prime Minister called upon the people to visit tourist destinations within the country. Upon his return from South Africa, Gandhiji was advised by his mentor Gopal Krishna Gokhale to tour India. Gandhiji followed his advice and travelled across the length and breadth of India by train, and not only saw places in India but got a good grasp of the ground level reality. And the rest is history. Perhaps keeping this in mind, in the Mann Ki Baat episode broadcast on 24th September 2017, the Prime Minister advised the people to do holiday travel within the country and add to its pride and glory.
महात्मा गांधी, लोकमान्य तिलक, स्वामी विवेकानंद, हमारे पूर्व राष्ट्रपति अब्दुल कलाम जी, अगर उनकी बातों में देखोगे तो एक बात आती है कि जब उन्होंने भारत भ्रमण किया तब उनको भारत को देखने समझने में और उसके लिए जीने मरने के लिए एक नई प्रेरणा मिली। ये सभी महापुरुष भारत का व्यापक भ्रमण किया। अपने कार्य के प्रारंभ में उन्होंने भारत को जानने समझने का प्रयास किया, भारत को अपने आप में जीने की कोशिश की। क्या हम हमारे देश के भिन्न भिन्न राज्यों को, भिन्न भिन्न समाजों को, समूहों को, उनके रीति रिवाजों को, उनकी परंपरा को, उनके पहरवेश को, उनके खान पान को, उनकी मान्यताओं को एक विद्यार्थी के रूप में सीखने का, समझने का, जीने का प्रयास कर सकते हैं?
The second G20 working group meeting on tourism under India's presidency began at Siliguri in West Bengal this morning. 130 delegates and representatives are participating in the meeting. The second G20 Sherpa meeting concluded at Kumarakom in Kerala this evening. India's Sherpa at the G20 summit, Amitabh Kant, said the meeting ended on a very forward-looking, constructive and positive note. Briefing media persons on the outcome of the two-day event, Mr. Kant said there was 99% agreement on all substantive issues. The first G20 Disaster Risk Reduction Working Group meeting concluded at Gandhinagar in Gujarat today. The three-day meeting witnessed a very productive, positive and collaborative discussion on 5 priority areas. These include early warning for all, disaster-resilient infrastructure and stronger national financial frameworks. The second G20 Energy Transitions Working Group meeting under India's presidency will begin at Gandhinagar from tomorrow. Our correspondent has the details.
As part of the meeting, 3 side events have been planned. The first side event will be on global green hydrogen ecosystem, the second on accelerate cooling as a key enabler towards energy transition, and the third event is related to diversified renewable energy supply chains for advancing energy transition. These events will enable sharing of knowledge from successful initiatives that can be replicated across emerging economies. The 3-day event also provides an opportunity to the foreign delegates to get a glimpse of rich cultural heritage of Gujarat. Anand Kumar for AIR News, Gandhinagar.
Union Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav has said tiger reserves have the potential of becoming engines of economic growth in the country. Mr. Yadav said on an average, the tiger reserves generate employment for over 50 lakh man-days annually. The Union Minister said this while speaking to a newspaper today as India celebrates 50 years of completion of Project Tiger. The government had launched Project Tiger on the 1st of April in 1973 to promote tiger conservation in the country. India has a total of 53 tiger reserves, which has over 70% of the global wild tiger population. As per the 2018 tiger census, the total tiger population in India is estimated at 2,967. In badminton, Indian shuttler and 2-time Olympic medalist PV Sindhu stormed into the finals of the Madrid Spain Masters tournament this evening. Second seed Sindhu defeated Yeo Jia Min of Singapore in straight sets 22-20, 24-22 in Madrid today. In IPL cricket, Punjab Kings defeated Kolkata Knight Riders by 7 runs in a rain-affected contest in Mohali through Duckworth-Lewis DLS method. The other match between Lucknow Super Giants and Delhi Capitals is underway. In Lucknow, put into bat Lucknow were 175 for 5 in 19.2 overs when reports last came in. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon country's defence forces to stay ready to deal with new and emerging threats, says steps being taken to equip them with necessary weapons and technologies. Prime Minister flags off Vande Bharat Express train between Bhopal and Delhi. Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurates and lays foundation stone of several development projects worth over 2,400 crore rupees at Aizawl in Mizoram. Procurement of goods and services from government e-marketplace crosses 2 lakh crore rupee mark in 2022-23. Budget 2023 comes into force with commencement of new financial year from today. In badminton, PV Sindhu storms into final of Madrid Spain Masters tournament. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.